worst mistake you can make in your 20s is think that you can't start over. I mean, your 20s is just a blip of like your entire life, and if anything, if whatever you want, whatever you're seeking has not been served, you need to feel comfortable with leaving. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome, thank you. I hope you subscribe and like and comment. And if you're a returning subscriber, I see you, Pookie. So, you can see the whole thing today. Remember what I said on my first ever video? I said this is not a cooking channel because I just want to be comfortable talking on camera. But my brother and other people, especially my brother, he was like, well, we can't see what you're doing. And I'm like, dude, I literally said this is not a cooking channel. But you know what? What my subscribers want, my subscribers get, because he's one of my subscribers, so I listened. So this is what I'm doing today. Well,
wait a damn minute.
First of all, the house didn't burn down. The cookies are good, and I recommend you trying to make the recipe. So what happened was First, let me show you that the cookies are good. What happened was I started the recipe, okay? Ooh, look at that. I started the recipe and I made the cookies and I tried them. I was recording, it was going good, but I was just yapping too much. And when it came time to edit my video, I was like, what are you even saying? What are you even saying? This is supposed to be like a serious big girl type of video, But I'll show you the whole thing at the end. I'll show you like a little snippet of me making the cookies so you can see that I actually made them and I tried them and they're the same cookies that I'm gonna try eating right now so you can see that they're legit. I didn't buy them. I know they look like I bought them because I'm really that good. even if I have to say so myself, but they're really good. Okay, so welcome back. It's the day after, and I have a few tips for someone that is in their late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, 40s, 50s, just came out of the military. Everyone that's not a typical traditional student that's trying to go back to college, and you might be hesitant, okay, I'm gonna go back with 18-year-olds. Some people usually even have kids of their own. They're like, I'm gonna be in class with someone that's my kid's age. How am I gonna do it, And the best advice I can give you is to just start, And you might be like, okay, you're saying start, what do I do? Where do I even start, So I have some tips on here for you. And the first thing to answer the question, where do I even start, is to clearly define your motivations for going back to school and know your long-term goals. So you don't want to just be like, okay, my kids are grown, they going out to college, I have nothing else to do, or I'm not happy with the career that I'm doing, or I never really got to go to college and I want to do this again. I don't know where to start and I'm just gonna register for whatever classes, I would say definitely have motivation for something that's motivating you. We all come from different backgrounds. We all have been through a lot of different things. And I would say the biggest thing for you to do is, first of all, find your motivation. Some people, for me specifically, I'm doing it for my family. And for me, the hardest thing was changing from my electrical engineering to go into something healthcare. And if that's you, you're like, this is a complete 360. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do it. Yes, you can. And if you want to do it, you can, and this is your chance to do it, and to do it the best way you know how. And once you start, it's like you're on a drug. You just keep going and you want to get those straight A's. You want to do that. And if you don't get your A's, it's fine. B's and C's, as long as you get the job done and you get the degree. And I want to also say that not everyone is destined for college. College is not for everyone, but personally I think it is for me, because I don't know, if someone was like, okay, you don't go to college, do something for yourself, here's the money, I don't even know where to start. Because I mean, there are some things that I would do, but I wouldn't say like, that's my passion. Like, I can do this sleeping at night. I could do this with my eyes closed. I don't think that I'm that type of person. But I know a lot of people are, you know. So if you're that type of person that's like, okay, I think I want to go back to college, definitely your first step would be for you to find motivation and know why you want to do it and what's your long-term goal. And also, every time I look down, I'm looking at my diary to check all of my goals. Not my goals, to check my notes. And then the second thing would be to do research about the different schools and ask the tough questions. If you're doing this for the second time around, or this is your first time and you're older, definitely make sure you research the schools. You know, you don't want to say, I've always dreamed of going to this school, and you actually do get it, and you go there and you're like, man, I wish I went to a different school. Also, you need to consider finances. At least for me, that was a big part, because I don't want student loans. I mean, other people, you do get student loans and stuff like that, but it's hard having to pay them back. Sometimes some people are still paying them back. They've been out of school for years. So I wanted to find something for me where I would have to pay like very little. And I was very fortunate because I graduated with no debt and whatnot. I had a full tuition. And if you want to know more about that, I can make a video of the little bit that I know about scholarships in the US and how I navigated that. I had a lot of people helping me in my college and some of the students, and also the honor society that I was with. They have a lot of scholarships, so I can make a video about like just scholarships and stuff like that, even if you are not in the US currently and it's something that you want to look into, like going to school here and being able to find scholarships. So definitely make sure you research the school. You know, like this school offers a lot of free stuff. I know with my school they have a lot of resources for students. That leads me to my next point. To take advantage of student support. Student support is very important. In my case, the school that I went to, they had the food pantry. Food pantry, you could go there in the morning, lunch, I think even, well, as long as it's open, you can go there and ask for food and just grab something. We had like free tutoring sessions, everything. You'd speak to your success coaches. My success coach told me, like, the first time I met up with her, she was like, make sure you get good grades because you can get invited into the Pi Theta Kappa Honor Society. And then once I got into that, I was like, skyrocket. Everything just was like good, you know. And I also had other people, not with like friends, that were helping me navigate the whole, like, not just being a typical student and actually being active on campus. It's gonna be hard because you're like, okay, I'm doing this again, everyone is younger and whatnot. Personally, I didn't really care because I've always had very old friends and very young friends my whole life. So I'm not like, oh, I'm older than you, so I need to act different. Because like, I was the one to always give people advice everywhere, and they were like, girl, just live your life, live your 20s. I've always been that type of person. So I've always had friends and I never really had a problem with it. I was just like, I'm here and I know why I'm here and I'm just going to do what I came here to do, you know. And it was really good. It was a great experience. Anyway, the next one would be to leverage your real world experience. So you've already had a couple of jobs. I know I've had a couple of jobs in South Africa and in the US. Well, I've had one job in the US. But in South Africa, I had quite a few jobs. And I got to learn a lot. Like, I think in the US, I just learned how to speak up for myself, which is something that I didn't do back home. And because it took me a while, but I actually like eventually figured it out, and I was like, okay, this is America. I gotta get in with it, you know? It's a melting pot, so you gotta get in there and do the things. But take advantage, like communicate with your professors, make sure that they know you. That also goes back to making sure you take advantage of your resources on campus, because the professors want you to be good. They don't care how old you are. And if you're doing this and you want to be successful in it, definitely take advantage of every single thing. You know how to talk to them. You can relate more on like a personal level and stuff like that. You're not like shy and all that. Take advantage, stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself, ask for help. And then the next one would be to do research about your future goals, future career prospects. Know what type of salary is realistic upon graduating, and don't just look at high salaries for seasoned professions. So this one, I know a lot of people that when they're like trying to go back to school, they would research like on like Indeed and other websites and look for jobs, maybe for instance, say career jobs that earns the most money or whatever. And then they're like, okay, 6 figures, that's what I want to do. And then you do it and you're like, man, I wasted my time. I don't like this. It's draining. It's all of that. It's a lot of work. Obviously, you need to be realistic. Make sure that you're not just looking at the money, you know. Also, you don't want to go into a career where when you graduate, you have a lot of debt, but you're not going to get a lot of money out of it, you know. If you want to go into debt, make sure you're going into debt for a career that's really going to fuel you up. But I wouldn't suggest, you know, just taking out student loans. Take advantage of all of the student, like the financial aid and stuff. I know for international students, we don't qualify for Pell Grant. We don't qualify for the FAFSA, at least if you're on an F1 visa. So your best bet would be to find like scholarships, like internal and external scholarships. So make sure you take advantage of all those scholarships. Make sure that you apply. And the next one, I think that's one of the very important ones, is to find a support system. Having a good support system goes a long way, especially if your family is abroad or your family lives far away, or you have kids, you're married. It's going to be hard sometimes having to juggle all of that. Or if you have a job and you have kids and you're a single parent and going to school and having to send your kids to school and all of that, it's going to be really hard. So you need to have like that support system, people that can hold you accountable. I think for some people it's very hard trying to go back to school and juggling being a parent, juggling having to work and go to school and all of that. But if you have a good support system, also, like I said, you need to be friends with your professors. Make sure that they know you, so they can give you, like, if you can't make it to class for whatever reason, they know that you're a parent. They know that you have another job. They know that you're trying to juggle all these things. If you communicate with them and they know that, they could give you like grace period when it comes to submitting assignments. Even having friends on campus is really, really good. It can help you out so much. It can help you experience if you have the time to be involved on campus, I would say definitely do it, because it's definitely worth it. Okay, and then last but not least, like, everyone is there for a reason, so are you. So definitely take advantage of that. Even if you feel like you don't want to go to college and you want to be an influencer, all you can do is just take that camera, take that product, start doing what you think can make you happy, can make you money, can fulfill your dreams. You can get to do everything that you've only always dreamed of. With that being said, like I said, I'm gonna play the video of me making the cookies that I think you should try. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. And also, again, if you need to start, if you have the urge, that va-va-voom, that razzmatazz to start something new with your life, definitely definitely start. Everything happens for a reason and everything will fall into place, but it's not going to fall into place if you don't start. That was me with my little bitty tips and advice. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for staying till the end. And if you are my subscriber, thank you so much for watching. And if you're new, you bumped into my video, thank you so much for watching. And I hope this inspires you to continue pursuing something, because you deserve it. You deserve the great things in life. You deserve to do everything and anything that you want to do. As long as you tell yourself that I can do it, you can definitely do it. You know, for me, what motivates me, I have like that little I have like a little photo thing that I got from Shein. It says, she believed she could, so she did. And I believed I could, and I did, and I'm doing it, and I'm still gonna do it and do it and do it and do it. And if I can do it, so can you. So thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you.